From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
It's a big day here on crypto with top cryptocurrency picks of 2021 for you to invest in and the coins to stay away from. We'll be looking at the best coins to be buying into in this cryptocurrency surging market going into those winter months. We'll be looking at coins that have done well over the last few days but are not doing well on a Saturday? What's going on here? We'll be looking at resistance levels. We'll be looking at things for beginners and advanced, buying and holding, and also trading. We'll be looking first at our biggest performing coins over the last few days, and those have been, of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum. What are they doing right today? Bitcoin not having a good Saturday across the board. We'll be looking at its movement right today, and here you go. Bitcoin falling down and heading to that resistance level, 60,000. Ethereum stretching itself down to that $4,200 resistance level, but Solana on fire. Whoa, that is today. Well, it's a lifetime chart, but it is still on fire. Decentraland is up today. It has been one of the big winner coins of this channel in recent days. I'll explain to you why. Doge going from bad to worse. It's just a bad story for Doge. And then here's Polygon. Not happy with Polygon. It got that run and then is not going higher. Aave going back down to 316. You know what that means. Ready to buy at 280. Get ready. The graph and other coins. But then we look at SushiSwap and Synthetic. Buying opportunity coming because SushiSwap is about to slide back down to 9. Get ready to get in. Synthetic is already at 9, so it's taking the pivot downward. Time to get that movement in across the board. We'll be looking at Ethereum. We'll be looking at BIT. We'll be looking at Doge, but also understanding why the big breakout coins right now are dog coins and not Doge. Baby Shiba, Shiba's brother, Elon, everyone has a coin about a dog today, and those have actually been the big winners. We'll look at those coins across the board as we go into a big day, and this is crypto here on LA. So subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. Fastest growing cryptocurrency channel there is. Like this video and consider becoming a member. 2 shows per day. Mornings crypto, 10 a.m. live on air, and overnights crypto. And with that, let's go into the news. The news as you go into a big weekend is that you're really looking at understanding what could be happening with this market next week. It's been a peculiar few days and certainly a peculiar few weeks. Let's step back a notch. We had a series of market crashes over the last few months. And then after those market crashes, we had the run up of Bitcoin, unexplained at the time, running from 34,000 all the way up to the high 50,000s. And then the news started to come out. A new ETF, exposure ETF for Bitcoin. It does not underline the Bitcoin itself, coming to market on for U.S. consumers. It shot Bitcoin through the roof, bringing it up to new resistance levels. What are resistance levels? It's one of the most critical things you need to look at when looking at the chart of a coin. Same as with stocks, but more so with coins. If you look at a coin trading from $2 to $8 and won't get above 8, the 8 is a resistance level on the high end. If it won't get below 2, it's a resistance level on the 2 on the low end. The trading range 2 to 8. So it stays below 8 and above 2. But when it gets above 8, you say it broke through the resistance level. So then you need to find the next level for that resistance. And you look back in time, maybe a week, maybe a month. And when you find it, then you understand where the coin's going. As we look at Bitcoin right now, it has stayed in a range under 62,000, but it stayed in a range above 60,000. So what do we see going on right now? Let's look at the chart so you understand how the resistance level is so important when looking at Bitcoin. Here you go. Bitcoin, we're looking at a one-day chart, and it's red because it means the coin is lower now than where it started today. The platform, Gemini, meaning you can buy the coin on Gemini. You see the price, 60,000. You do not need to spend 60,000. You can invest as little as $20 and buy a position in the coin. The one-day chart, we started the day at 61,000. We got how low? Let's put my mouse in the chart. We got as low as 60,250. So you have now already learned 60,000 resistance level. It did not break underneath that. It stayed above it. And now it's coming up to $60,700. Let's look at the 7-day chart. We're going to click on the next button, and we're going to look at the 7 days. Are we down? Yes, because the chart is red. So it shows in the 7 days you would not have made money on the coin. How high did it go during those 7 days? It went up to 63,500. Okay, so it broke through that $62,000 threshold, but it's not done that since. Let's look at the 1 month chart on Bitcoin. Here you go, very green. This is the run. This run was 54. The announcement of that ETF, which is a trading instrument that you do not hold the coin, you buy a contract and something exposed the coin, it came slightly before a month ago. And that is where it ran from about 34 to then 50. And right around here is where the news of the ETF went mainstream. And it shot from 54 straight to 57, then to 62, then to 63. And now that that ETF has been in the market for a few weeks, the news is sort of wearing off. So what has Bitcoin done over the month? Look at the movement. It's relatively flat. Notice the range. It doesn't go above this, 63. It doesn't go below that. Well, it got to 59 for a second, but that was more than this week. So there's your trading range. Very problematic for Bitcoin. It's not finding support to go higher, meaning it does not want to continue to go up. You notice the chart? It's not an upward trending chart for the 1 month. It went up and now it's flattened out. And that's Bitcoin. What do we learn about Bitcoin and its implications for the rest of the market? When Bitcoin goes down, it brings other coins down. When Bitcoin goes up, it does not bring other coins up. Very fascinating across the board. Predictions on Bitcoin? Hard to say. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we have our certain days of the week on where trading opportunities are. Traditionally, Saturday is your highest up day of the entire week, from sunrise on the West Coast to about noon on the West Coast. Then we start to downtrend. We continue to downtrend into Sunday, and Sunday about 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is the lowest price point of the whole week. Then we come back on Monday, the second highest day of the week, and then Tuesday's a bloodbath, very low. So this is basically how you prepare for the week. You look at late Friday, if there's a very low point, you get in, you sell on a Saturday, get out, then buy on a Sunday night, and sell somewhere in the highs of Monday before it crashes on Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday are our variable days. So what does this mean for holders if they're not trading? You want to see big, strong Wednesdays and Thursdays because you know you're going to be down on Tuesday, up on Monday, down on Sunday, down on up on Saturday. So you want those variable days. So the fact that we are on a morning of a Saturday going into a Sunday and we do not see Bitcoin doing well is not a good situation. Now, it's not imploding. It's not a bloodbath at the moment, but it's not doing well. Let's jump now into Ethereum, which has had a different story than Bitcoin. When the ETF for Bitcoin came out, Ethereum did not get the benefit of the news. It did not get a run out of the news. You would have thought it would, and it didn't. But after that after that Bitcoin news sort of wore off, then Ethereum got its run. And boy, its run has been really good. Ethereum is a cheaper price coin. So in moving from 3,000 to 4,000 in the last few days, you get more of a return on the movement. Now, today we're down. We started the day, this is a one-day chart. We started at 4,500, 4,600. We've gone as low as 4,300. So we're staying above the $4,000 threshold resistance level. Remember, if you're watching this channel on a Monday through Friday, the implications are far greater. Why? Because broadcast media is reporting. They're covering. They're in the studio. And they're going to say, oh, Ethereum went under 4,000. My goodness. If it's a Saturday, Sunday, you're not going to get the benefit of the hit or the benefit of the rise. So here we go. Let's look at the 7-day chart. We're green. So how low have we gone on the 7 days? We were 4,200. Ethereum started its run more than 7 days ago. Let's look at this run. Yeah, now you're looking at the 1 month chart. Very different than Bitcoin. It's generally up. It's generally an upward trending line. It is starting to flatten out the end. So 3,600 and now at 4,400. Good run, about $800. It has come down. It has come down about $200 from that high, but generally a good run. You want to see where you want to watch this trend line here because you notice it is several days straight down. Let's look back in at 7 days. So you got 1, 2, 3 days generally trending downward, not dramatically, but you have almost 3 days straight down on Ethereum. That is troubling. Okay, here comes Solana, which is trending everywhere today. Yeah, I've been covering Solana. You're looking at a lifetime chart because Gemini doesn't carry Solana, but look at that. I've been covering Solana far before this run, and I talked about these two peaks. See, there's a peak here, and see, there's a mountain over here. I said if you get above those two mountains, you're going to run. Why? I just taught you. Resistance levels. Those were both resistance levels. If you break through both of them, you're going to get through them. And that was when Solana was 149. Where is it right now? It is 238. Wow. That's nearly $100 movement on a $100 coin. Yeah, that's a lot of moolah. That's a lot of moolah. All right, Decentraland is a different situation. Let's first look at the chart, and then I'm going to tell you the analysis. Here's the 1 day. We started 260, went down to 240. Ooh, that's cheap, folks. That's cheap. Went up to 3 and pulling back. Wow, that's a pretty big run. 240 to $3 in just a few hours. That is 50 cents on a $2 coin. You can do the math. Let me see if I can do the math. I think it's 25%. Yeah, I think it's 25%. That's a lot of movement in just 2-3 hours. Now let's look at the 7-day chart. 7-day chart, we went from 265 all the way up to 347, then slid down 260, 280, 260, 240, then coming back up. Let's look at the 1 month chart. Yeah. So what happened? You see this, you see all this, and then bam, and then wham. What happened? So this is why you stay with this channel. I was telling viewers to buy it when it was flat. Actually, I've been covering Decentraland forever. This is why, crypto is sort of a combo of both watching professional sports and also, shopping at the mall. Why? Because with professional sports, you sort of know this guy doesn't hit well in the ninth innings. He just doesn't do well in the ninth innings. Or this guy never does well in postseason games. You sort of know these stats. Well, in the case of Decentraland, you know the stats of Decentraland over the last few months. It's a boring coin. It doesn't move. It's about as flat as, I was about to say a state, and then I know I'm going to get comments. How dare you say my state is flat? Well, your state is flat. It's just a flat Midwest state. You know which state I'm referring to. But it's a flat coin. It just hardly moves. It has gone from 70 cents to $1 and took like 5 years to do that. No, it just took many, many weeks going up 1 cent a day and another cent up. Oh, it went up 1 more cent. There it went. Well, why did it pop? You could have predicted it yourself if you knew the department store version of Decentraland, which is you go in the department store, you really know this is a good piece of pants. This is a good piece of pair of jeans. They've never carried jeans this good in the store. Why is Decentraland a good pair of jeans? Because it is a coin in the meta universe. It's a coin that is involved in the meta universe. And if you knew that when I was covering this coin since June, that it's a meta universe coin, that's a coin that concerns transactions in the meta universe and activity in the meta universe. What is that? More about that in a second. That when Facebook announced over a week ago, I think it's now 2 weeks ago, that it was investing in the meta universe, you should have been into Decentraland immediately. If you didn't own it, you should just jumped right in it right away. At that point, Decentraland, I think, was 75 cents. 2 days later, Facebook announced, hi, we're no longer going to be called Facebook. We're going to be called Meta. Meta? I'm going to buy some Decentraland if I didn't buy it 2 days before. Yeah. And that is when Decentraland literally went through the roof. Because people said Facebook is $200, $300, $400 a share on the stock exchange. I rather buy Decentraland. It's 74 cents. That's how people think. Why do they think that way? Because they rather buy something cheap because they think they can buy more of it and it'll appreciate faster. True. But it can also lose your shirt faster. And that we've seen from Shiba and other coins over the last year. So that is why the pile on for Decentraland happened. And then the news sort of takes a day or two to surface. I was covering this far before this happened. And then suddenly broadcast media picks it up. Then Gemini sent out an email to its consumers and saying, hey, we have other coins on our platform that are also meta besides Decentraland. Considering buying those. So suddenly it was just pile on of news. You know how news works. It pops initially. You buy on the rumor, you trade on the news. So the news popped, and let's go back to actually this. Here you go. It popped here, and then once it sort of fizzled out, okay, we got the meta. Okay, that was very cool. I don't know how it matches Facebook. It's not the same thing as Facebook. Okay, let's go out and sell. It's gonna simmer off. Will it downtrend? Should you have sold? You should always sell if you think the trend line is going the other way. So if you got it at 70 cents and you ran it to 324, you should sell it. Now, should you buy in again? Should you have it as a long-term hold? I think it's a long-term hold if you want to hold it, but if you want to make income because you need some income this year, buy and sell it. Even today, let's look at the one-day. Well, let's look at how low it's gone it went to 284 2 days ago. How low did it go today? It went to, is that a 60? I think it's a 64 and 84. I can't tell on the chart. It may be 84. Either one, I like it. Oh, it went to 248? Oh, it went to 248 today. Yeah, I'm sorry. It went to 248 today. I like it at 248. I like it at 248. I think it's going to go back to 3. So if you don't own it, sure. Maybe Sunday night it'll be very, very cheap. I like it as a hold. I like it as a trade. You buy it at, either way, let's look at the analysis. You buy at 248, sell it at 320, if it gets to that in a few days, bam, great run. Or hold it, and then maybe it runs, $5, $6 in a year or two from now. It makes sense across the board. There you go for Decentraland. The good news about Decentraland is if you look at the chart, it has sustained itself. So it has not imploded. It has not fallen back down to 80 cents or anything like that. Doge. Not the same story of Doge. Doge is really, it is a big disappointment. It is a bull coin. Excuse me, a bear coin. It is a bear coin. It is a coin that will not deliver for anything. Doge was that coin that had that big movement earlier this year. I've covered it every single day, twice a day for several months. And it becomes a bad story getting a worse story. Why is it? Because it doesn't want to get to 30 cents. It doesn't want to get back about 30 cents. It doesn't want to hold 30 cents. And it's basically been a 24 to 26 cent coin for a gazillion weeks. And yeah, it'll have a pop, and there'll be everyone on social media, people on YouTube saying to a dollar, to the moon, to the dollar, to the moon, Elon this, and then, oh, I heard a department store this. It's all untrue, 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 and it's not going anywhere. And you can put as many Doge pillows in your set, or Doge lava lamps, or Doge t-shirts. It's not doing it. And during that period of time, if you had money in Doge and you sat with that money in Doge, you are really upset because that money could have been making a lot of other money in nearly anything else except Doge. So you don't want to have unperforming money. You don't want to have dead money. Dead money means you have money in investment and it could have been in something else and you could have been making money. So will Doge come around? It will come around. Will do well? It will do well. When I told people over the summer, it's not going to $1. This fall, I said it's not going to $1. Is it going to $1 this winter? We got one more month to the new year. Maybe next year, but not. I don't see it going to $1 in December. I don't see it going to $1 anytime soon. So if you hold it, good. If you don't need the cash freed up, then fine. Let's go into some other coins across the board, and they are Sushi Swap. You've been with this channel, you know what I say. 912, 913. Sushi Swap, Aave, and Synthetic have a trading range, and the trading range is very predictable. Sushi Swap is at 11, so it has done its run. If you have not gotten out of it, mistake, because guess what? It's not going to go higher. So here's our 7-day chart. How high did it go? 13. Exactly what I always tell viewers. It hits that resistance level 13 or 11, and it's done. So it's going to go back down to 9, get ready to buy at 9, and then get out of it. It's at 11 or 13. Again, the range, the approach for sushi is you buy it at 9, and you sell it at 11 or 13. However high or however low you can buy and sell. If you look at Synthetic, same situation. The only difference with Synthetic is it's now at the buying point right now. So how low is Synthetic? 980. Let's look at the 7-day chart. Wow. Went to 11 and it's back down 9. Look at this. The coins do it over and over again. Aave is heading back down to that range again right now. Let's see if I can grab Aave. Aave, I think, is at 318. No, that's Bit. Here, maybe this is Aave. Nope. Maybe we got Aave. Here it is. It's at 314. So you want to grab Aave at 280, sell out 315. It's at the high end. It ran a little bit higher than it usually does. How high did it go? It went to 341. Wow, for a blink. So if you've been on this trade and you bought at 280 the last time it was there and held, you should have sold at 340. Because I always tell viewers, it doesn't go above 320 or 318. I was wrong this time. It went to 340 for about half a day. Maybe it looks like about 4 hours it did that. Very, very short period of time. And it blinked, and it went straight down. So it's heading right down to its 280, and there you go. A lot of opportunities across the board. That was a big video. Wow. Get ready for Sunday. You may have some good opportunities. That sushi swap at 9, that Aave at 280, that synthetic at low 9s, and maybe you want some Decentraland at that price point we talked about. Be patient, don't be greedy, and get those opportunities across the board. And those opportunities will continue with 2 shows per day. Morning's crypto, 10 a.m. live on air, more daily, and then overnight's crypto at 3:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Continue with this channel with shows at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11:30 tonight, and then tomorrow morning at 3 and 3:30, and then continue at 4 a.m. and at 6, 7 a.m. 19-hour shows per day, 34 hours of programming at least per day, and with that, subscribe. 400,000 subscribers is a YouTube record. I want you part of this incredible family. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like this video and consider becoming a member. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay with LA for more.